Hey everyone, thank you for stopping by my channel, The Magical Solution. My name is Leilani. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are a subscriber to my channel, thank you so much for sticking with me. So today I'm doing the video that has been long awaited. It is the second half of the two-part DIY cleansing and blessing bath video. So in the first video about cleansing baths, I kind of walked you through how to physically cleanse yourself and then how to create a cleansing bath for an actual ritual cleansing. And what you notice in that first video, number one, you can do cleansing baths in hundreds of different ways, right? But one of the things that you noticed about that video is that the bath itself is kind of a clear liquid. It is a colorful liquid, you know, because there's so many herbs and things in it, but for the most part it's clear. Whereas a blessing bath, aka a sweet bath, milk bath, etc., that would be white and cloudy and milky. So that's the difference. And I had mentioned this in other videos, that when I was watching other videos, I was noticing people were kind of confusing the two baths. They are two very different things. A cleansing bath is intended to clean the body, create a fresh slate, versus a blessing bath is intended to bless the body, heal the body, like re-heal the body. And blessing baths come in so many different varieties, and you can even take a blessing bath and almost kind of turn it into a spell in a way, where you can make the blessing bath very specific to what you need. So you can make a sweet bath for love and self-love and attraction. You can make a blessing bath for prosperity and all that good stuff. But today I'm going to do just a regular old blessing bath, the stuff that I love to do just to bring in blessings in general, you know? Now, I had done this video twice already. I tried to record this video twice, and I was pointing the video to my kitchen stove, and I was brewing some stuff on the stove, and then for some weird reason it deleted everything. I don't know how that happened, so unfortunately I no longer have the actual part of me brewing the stuff, but I do have the result of that stuff, so we will do all that good stuff. So the very first thing, as you know, with all of my videos, when it comes to doing any kind of spell work or any kind of blessing work is to give something to my spirits, right? So I am going to point, I guess, this downward without ruining this video. Let me see how I can do this. Hopefully you guys can see that. That looks good. Yay! Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give an offering to my spirits. Now, normally in a blessing bath, you would use honey. I personally do not like using honey in my blessing baths because honey is extraordinarily sticky, and the stuff that's going to go in here is also cold stuff. And cold plus honey makes it like really hard and sticky and gross. So that means you would have to warm up your bath just to get that honey, you know, soft enough and malleable enough to disperse throughout the whole thing. That's just too much for me. But I will use sugar. So sugar is going to be my way of offering myself my love and my honor to the spirits, as well as lavender. Lots of lavender. I love, love, love the smell of lavender. But this right here is my sacrifice, is my offering to my spirits before I even begin my work. Okay? Now, everything that I'm about to show you has already been prepped, already been blessed, and already ready to go. So now it's just a matter of just putting it all together so that you can see what it's all about. So once again, I apologize for the first part of the video not being present. So basically what I had showed was my cooking pot on the stove with a bunch of flowers in it, okay? And there was roses, there was geraniums, jasmine, calendula, carnations, all kinds, what is it called? Frugia? All kinds of wonderful mixed flowers, really colorful, really, really, really beautiful. And that was in a pot of water, in addition to some myrtle and some parsley and some basil. And all of that was just on a slow simmer. And that simmer was on for about 20 minutes. And I was stirring it you know, having it going, doing its thing. Then I added some blessed thistle, some juniper, some copal, and a little bit of, what else did I add here? Blessed thistle, copal, juniper. I think that was it for that one. I think that was it. And so I added all, oh, and cascarilla, sorry about that. So I added that to the brewing pot, and it simmered for about 20 minutes until the water got like a nice reddish color. It smelled amazing. Then I let that cool in the refrigerator, and while that was cooling, I cracked open 2 coconuts. Okay, this is a young one. You can see that it's nice and light colored, and you can see that the flesh is very thin. This is a very young coconut, and this is an older one. So you see the flesh is very, very thick. The outside is dark, right? So that's how you can tell. So I cracked those bad boys open. I'm going to eat the heck out of this later, but I cracked those open and took the juice, took the liquid from that. So that's going to go in here. Also, in the cleansing video, if you noticed, I had got some of the rind from a lemon and put that in the cleansing bath. In a blessing bath, on the other hand, you use the rind of an orange. Alright, and an orange is wonderful not only for blessings, but for road opening, for self-love, for sweetness, for clarity, for energy and joy and happiness. I mean, you really just can't go wrong. Plus, it just tastes awesome. Oh, if you guys could smell this. This is so nice. Beautiful. Now, I'm not going to do too much of that, mainly because in the brewing pot of all the flowers and all of the herbs that I had brewing on the stove, in there I had rose water and orange water in there. So I'm not going to put too much of the rind because there's going to be a lot of orangey stuff thrown in here regardless, okay? But that's completely up to your discretion. If you want to put more orange stuff in there, you go right ahead and do it. So that's in there. Now we can actually throw the brew in. This is the brew that I got from the stove from all those flowers and all that fun stuff. That's gonna now go in here. Yes. Looking good, looking good. Now this is the time in which you can add your essential oils, your alcohols, your waters, etc., etc. Now, I personally don't like using the alcohols in the blessing bath. People like to use beer, rum, gin. I don't like to do that. I like to use the alcohols for the cleansing bath. Now, if you are insistent about using alcohol in your blessing bath, you know, honestly, my suggestion would be to ingest it. Take a beer, crack it open, drink it up, and then take a bath. But it's up to you and how you want to do it. But beer is definitely the most common one. Another common alcohol that people like to use in their blessing bath is like this pre-made, like Oshun alcohol. And as you can see, it's this yellowish color. It smells very much like orange, very sweet. Okay. Now, when you go to put your essential oils in here, please keep in mind that oils and water don't mix. So what's going to end up happening is the oils are going to float on the top, and when you go to pour that into your bath, it's all going to float on the top of your bath, and then when you go to stand or sit or put your butt into the water, your butt's going to be the first thing that hits that essential oil, and for those of you who have sensitive parts, that can be really uncomfortable. So my suggestion is get yourself some polysorbate 20, And what this does is it allows the oils to be dispersed throughout the water, okay? Some chemical reactions happening, and it allows all of that to be evenly dispersed throughout all the water. Now, this particular polysorbate 20 is made from coconut, so this is very natural. This can be on your skin. It won't hurt you. And what you want is equal parts of the polysorbate to the oil. So if you put 10 drops of oil, you're going to want 10 drops of the polysorbate, etc., etc. Okay? Now, the oil that I'm going to use first, I never make a blessing bath without this oil. It's amazing, and it's basically orange, basically. This is called neroli. Very holy oil. Oh, it smells so good. And very blessed oil, used a lot in healing. If you're a healer, this is definitely one of the oils that you want to have in your back pocket. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Frankincense. Okay, frankincense. And I love my Young Living. Oh, did I run out? Oh no, did I run out? Don't tell me that. Oh, I have like one little drop left. There we go, there it was. There's another one. Okay, good, good, good. I'm gonna have to restock on this bad boy. As you can see, I use them a lot. And last but not least, this is a blend, and I love it. This blend is called Joy. And in this blend, we have things like mandarin, rosewood, rose, jasmine, geranium. I mean, it's a great blend. Palmarosa. All right, so this has pretty much everything we need. And as you notice with these blessing baths, it's very floral, very sweet and floral in nature, right? Why is that? Well, think about it. Why do you think flowers are such a blessing? You can leave a comment if you want about that. Why do you think flowers are such a blessing? I'll give you a hint. It has to do with their lifespan. Nah, I won't torture you anymore. The reason why flowers are such a blessing to all of us is that they're a reminder of our mortality. They really are, you know? There's nothing, you know, when you speak to spiritual people or monks or gurus or whatever you want to say, and you ask them about life and suffering and all this stuff, one of the first things that they'll point you to is a flower, you know, and you know, they'll say something to the effect of, you know, to enjoy a flower from a distance without picking it. Their life is temporal, and it's beautiful, and it's only for an instant, you know, and once it's gone, it's gone. But you don't see them wilt, you don't see them sad. They just are. They just grow, and they just are there for the beauty, and, you know, for food too. But that's just me ranting. And I'm trying to find my other thing here. I'm like so discombobulated. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause it because I have actually two last ingredients to give you guys for this. And then we'll do a little bit of a chit chat over it, and yeah, take it from there, okay? So just hold on a bit. Okay. So we're down to our last two ingredients of this blessing bath, and it smells absolutely divine. So our second to last ingredient, but not the least important, definitely not, is our goat's milk. Goat's milk. Now, you know, you can use whatever milk you want. I'm not gonna hate on you for not using goat's milk. However, traditionally, goat's milk has been the one to make these blessing baths. And goat's milk is amazing, amazing, amazing for the body. And it just so happens to absorb beautifully in the skin. Leaves your skin smooth, soft, lovey, lovey, lovey. Okay. I don't know what I did with the cap just now. There we go. Boom. Oh my gosh, so we have the sugar in here, we have the orange in here, there's so much like amazing stuff. And last but not least, to give it all the beauty in the world, the fresh flowers. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pray over this. I'm gonna give it its last bit of intent and its purpose. Then I'm gonna jar it up and I'm gonna use it right away. Now here's the thing with blessing baths, because it has milk in it and a couple of other fresh ingredients, because remember before this video I had boiled all of the fresh flowers and the parsley and the basil and the myrtle and all those things, so there's so much fresh stuff in here that it's not gonna last. So this is why a lot of people like to put the alcohol in here, but I don't. I like the fact that it's temporary. I like the fact that it expires. So for me, I make this upon usage. You make it and you use it right away, okay? When to use a blessing bath. You can use a blessing bath immediately after your cleansing bath, all right? It usually goes hand in hand. Or you can use it on its own, but keep in mind you still have to physically clean beforehand. You don't want to enter a blessing bath, you know, dirty, like at all. This is too pure of a process, the blessing baths. And if, like, let's say you want to do a blessing bath for money or prosperity, instead of flowers, you would be doing things like bay leaves and cinnamon sticks and allspice and all that fun stuff. You would have that floating in the water in addition to some other ingredients. If you wanted a love attraction bath, you know, you'd want things like, you know, like juniper and catnip and all that stuff in there. This is just a general self-love, general blessing bath that just is here to attract all the goodness and make someone feel great. You can do this after going to the gym. You can even just do it as like a spa day, like after you get your nails done, after you get your hair did, and you just want to just relax with some candles and just feel beautiful. This is the bath for you. For you men out there, do not fret. This smell, this is like a gender neutral smell. It's not too florally, but yet it's fresh. Like, I love it. And it actually has a very nice citrus smell because of the orange. So, like I said before, cleansing bath is usually clear liquids with lots of lemon and lots of herbs that clean out the body and get rid of all of that junk from your spirit. And then the blessing bath is filled with lots of sweet stuff like sugar or honey, citrus fruits and fresh flowers. And that is a blessing bath for you guys. If you have any questions, or if you need me to further explain, or if you want me to re-record another brewing process of the blessing bath, I will definitely do that for you. And I'm so sorry I didn't get through the last time. But that's it for me. So I'm gonna go take a bath, and I will see you soon. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and if someone needs to learn how to do this, send them my way. I would be more than happy to teach someone, okay? You have a blessed night. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.